Hi friends! Today we're going to learn the names of 100 amazing sea animals. Let's dive in. Clownfish.
Clownfish.
Clownfish live in sea anemones, which protect them with stinging tentacles that don't hurt the clownfish. They're bright orange with white stripes and love to wiggle and dart through the coral. All clownfish are born male, and some can become female if the group needs one. Jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Jellyfish don't have bones, brains, or hearts, but they can glow in the dark and float like umbrellas in the ocean. Some jellyfish have long tentacles with tiny stingers to catch their food. They've been around for millions of years, even before dinosaurs. Starfish.
Starfish.
Starfish aren't actually fish. They don't have gills, fins, or tails. They can regrow arms if one breaks off, which is like growing a new limb. Starfish have tiny tube feet that help them move slowly along the ocean floor. Angelfish.
Angelfish.
Angelfish are super colorful and look like they're wearing rainbow clothes as they swim through coral reefs. They use their tiny mouths to nibble on sponges and algae. Some angelfish can even change color as they grow up. Pufferfish.
Pufferfish.
Pufferfish can puff up like a balloon when they feel scared, making them look big and spiky to scare away predators. They have strong teeth for crunching on shells and coral. Even though they look cute, some pufferfish are super poisonous. Lionfish.
Lionfish.
Lionfish have long, fancy fins that look like feathers, but they also have venomous spines for protection. They are great hunters and can suck up prey in a split second. With their bold stripes, they look like underwater lions. Seahorse.
Seahorse.
Seahorses swim upright like tiny underwater horses and love to hold on to seaweed with their tails. The dad seahorse carries the babies in a special belly pouch until they're ready to hatch. They are super shy and love to blend into their surroundings. Sea turtle.
Sea turtle.
Sea turtles have been around since the time of dinosaurs and can live for over 50 years. They use their big flippers to glide through the ocean like underwater birds. Baby sea turtles hatch on the beach and race to the ocean right after being born. Octopus.
Octopus.
Octopuses have 8 bendy arms with suction cups that can grab things and even open jars. They're super smart and can change their color and texture to hide from predators. If they're in trouble, they can squirt ink and swim away fast. Shark.
Shark.
Sharks have super sharp teeth and an amazing sense of smell to find food far away. Their skin feels like sandpaper, and they never stop swimming to stay alive. Some sharks can even glow in the dark deep in the ocean. Sea lion.
Sea lion.
Sea lions bark loudly and clap their flippers. They're like the puppies of the sea. They're great swimmers and love to play and slide on rocks. Sea lions can hold their breath for over 10 minutes while diving for fish. A whale.
Whale.
Whales are the biggest animals on Earth and sing underwater songs to talk to each other. Some whales can stay underwater for over an hour before coming up for air. Even though they're huge, they can be super gentle and friendly. Sea urchin.
Sea urchin.
Sea urchins look like little round balls covered in sharp spines, and they move slowly on tiny 2 feet. They love to eat algae and hide in cracks on the ocean floor. Some even have little jaws called Aristotle's lantern to chew with. Dolphin.
Dolphin.
Dolphins are super smart and playful animals that can jump high out of the water. They use clicks and whistles to talk to each other and hunt in teams. Dolphins love to surf waves and often swim alongside boats for fun. Stingray.
Stingray.
Stingrays have flat, smooth bodies and flap their fins like wings to glide through the water. They hide in the sand with only their eyes sticking out and can sting with their tail if they feel threatened. Baby stingrays are born looking like tiny pancakes. Orca.
Orca.
Orcas, also called killer whales, are actually the biggest dolphins and live in family groups called pods. They're top predators and love to leap out of the water while hunting together. Orcas can talk to each other using clicks, whistles, and songs. Crab.
Crab.
Crabs have hard shells and walk sideways with their strong, pointy legs. They use their big claws to grab food and defend themselves. Some crabs carry shells or even sponges on their backs for protection and camouflage. Squid.
Squid.
Squid have long arms and a jet-like body that helps them zoom through the water. They can squirting to escape danger and change color to hide or show off. Some squids glow in the deep sea like little underwater flashlights. Lobster.
Lobster.
Lobsters have strong claws that can crush shells and grab food, and they walk along the seafloor backward or forward. Their shells come in all sorts of colors like blue, orange, or brown. Some lobsters can live to be over 100 years old. Seal.
Seal.
Seals have big, round eyes and soft fur that keeps them warm in cold oceans. They love to dive and play in the water, but also enjoy resting on ice or beaches. Seals can hold their breath for a long time and even sleep underwater. Eel.
Eel.
Eels have long, slippery bodies that look like underwater snakes, and they love to hide in rocky holes. Some eels are electric, and others have sharp teeth for grabbing fish. They wiggle their way through the ocean with super fast moves. Murray eel.
Murray eel.
Murray eels live in coral reefs and have scary-looking teeth, but they're usually shy and stay in their cave homes. They open and close their mouths to help them breathe. Some Murray eels are super colorful and have spots or stripes. Manta ray.
Manta ray.
Manta rays are giant ocean gliders with wingspans as wide as a car. They eat tiny plankton and swim with their mouths open like underwater vacuum cleaners. Manta rays are gentle giants and sometimes leap out of the water in big flips. Manatee.
Manatee.
Manatees are big, gentle sea creatures, also known as sea cows, and they love munching on sea grass. They move slowly and can weigh as much as a small car. Manatees are very friendly and often come up to say hello to boats. Whale shark.
Whale shark.
Whale sharks are the biggest fish in the world, but they eat tiny plankton by swimming with their mouths wide open. They have spots all over their bodies like giant underwater Dalmatians. Despite their size, they are gentle and calm. Blue tang.
Blue tang.
Blue tangs are bright blue fish with yellow tails, just like Dory from the movies. They live in coral reefs and love swimming in and out of the rocks. These fish are fast and can dart away quickly when they get scared. Grouper.
Grouper.
Groupers are big, strong fish that like to hang out near coral reefs and rocky caves. They can grow really large and have huge mouths to suck in their prey. Some groupers can even change from female to male as they grow. Sardine.
Sardine.
Sardines swim in giant groups called schools that move like shimmering waves. They're small, silvery fish that many sea animals love to eat. Sardines can jump out of the water when chased to escape hungry predators. Anchovy.
Anchovy.
Anchovies are tiny fish that travel in big swarms to stay safe from predators. They're a favorite food for dolphins, birds, and bigger fish. Even though they're small, anchovies are super important to ocean life. Barracuda.
Barracuda.
Barracudas have long, shiny bodies and super sharp teeth that help them catch fish fast. They're fast swimmers and love to zoom through the water like rockets. Barracudas can sometimes be seen following snorkelers out of curiosity. Walrus.
Walrus.
Walruses have giant tusks and big whiskers to help them find clams and other food on the ocean floor. They love to nap on ice and make loud grunting sounds. Their thick skin and blubber keep them warm in icy water. Beluga whale.
Beluga whale.
Beluga whales are all white and have heads that can change shape because they don't have bones in their forehead. They're super vocal and are called canaries of the sea because of their whistles and clicks. Belugas love to live in icy Arctic waters. Humpback whale.
Humpback whale.
Humpback whales are famous for their songs that can travel miles underwater. They jump high out of the water in amazing flips called breaches. These gentle giants travel thousands of miles every year during migration. Parrotfish.
Parrotfish.
Parrotfish have beak-like teeth that help them crunch coral and turn it into sand. They come in super bright colors like pink, green, and blue. At night, some parrotfish make a bubble blanket around themselves to hide from predators. Flounder.
Flounder.
Flounders have flat bodies and lie on the ocean floor, blending in perfectly with the sand. As they grow, one eye moves to the other side of their head. They're masters of disguise and can change color to match their surroundings. Halibut.
Halibut.
Halibut are giant flat fish that can grow as big as a door and live deep in the cold ocean. They start life swimming upright, then one eye moves to the other side as they grow. Halibut are powerful swimmers and great at hiding on the sea bottom. Pipefish.
Pipefish.
Pipefish look like long, skinny sticks and are related to seahorses. They swim upright and love to hide in seaweed so predators can't find them. Just like seahorses, the males carry the babies in a pouch. Horseshoe crab.
Horseshoe crab.
Horseshoe crabs look like ancient helmets and have been around since before the dinosaurs. They have blue blood that's super important for science and medicine. Even though they look scary, they're harmless and gentle. Mackerel.
Mackerel.
Mackerel are super fast fish with shiny, striped bodies that travel in big schools. They're great swimmers and always on the move in the open ocean. Mackerel are also food for bigger sea creatures like tuna and sharks. Shrimp.
Shrimp.
Shrimp are tiny creatures with see-through shells and bendy bodies. They love to dig in the sand and clean up the ocean floor. Some shrimp even clean the teeth of fish by hopping into their mouths. Yuck, but cool. Nudibranch.
Nudibranch.
Nudibranches are colorful sea slugs that look like underwater rainbows or tiny alien creatures. They crawl along rocks and coral, showing off their bright colors. Some nudibranches can even eat stinging animals and use the stingers for their own defense. Electric eel.
Electric eel.
Electric eels can shock other animals with strong bursts of electricity to hunt or stay safe. They live in muddy rivers and can grow super long. Their electricity is powerful enough to light a small bulb. Sea cucumber.
Sea cucumber.
Sea cucumbers are squishy and soft, and they look like underwater pickles. They crawl along the seafloor and help clean up waste and sand. When scared, some can shoot out their insides to confuse predators. Arapaima.
Arapaima.
Arapaimas are giant river fish that can grow longer than a person and weigh as much as a small bear. They can breathe there and live in the Amazon River. Arapaimas are super strong swimmers and have shiny, scaly bodies. Flying fish.
Flying fish.
Flying fish can leap out of the water and glide through the air to escape predators. Their fins act like wings, and they can fly for over 100 feet. Watching them jump and glide looks like magic. Mud skipper.
Mud skipper.
Mud skippers are fish that can walk on land using their fins like legs. They love to hop in and out of the water and even climb trees and rocks. Mud skippers breathe through their skin and mouth when they're out of water. Batfish.
Batfish.
Batfish have flat, pancake-like bodies and sometimes walk on the seafloor using their fins. They look super strange, but are great at hiding in coral and rocks. Some even have a little lure on their heads to attract food. Sea sponge.
Sea sponge.
Sea sponges don't move at all. They stay in one spot and filter water to get food. They come in all shapes and colors and feel like soft rocks. Sponges are some of the simplest animals in the ocean, but super important for sea life. Needlefish.
Needlefish.
Needlefish have long, skinny bodies and pointy beaks filled with sharp teeth. They can leap out of the water at high speeds and sometimes glide across the surface. They love chasing small fish near the top of the water. Triggerfish.
Triggerfish.
Triggerfish are colorful and tough, with strong jaws for crunching coral and sea urchins. They can lock their fins in place to wedge into rocks and hide. Some are very bold and will guard their nest with lots of energy. Remora.
Remora.
Remoras have suction cup heads that stick to sharks, whales, or boats and ride along for free. They eat leftover food and help clean their hosts. Remoras are great hitchhikers of the sea. Cleaner wrasse.
Cleaner wrasse.
Cleaner wrasses are tiny fish with a big jaw that clean other fish by eating dead skin and parasites. Bigger fish will sit still and open their mouths to let the wrasse do its work. It's like a little underwater spa. Pyramid cowfish.
Pyramid cowfish.
Pyramid cowfish have boxy, triangle-shaped bodies and cute little faces. They swim slowly and can puff up if they feel scared. Their skin can release a chemical to keep predators away. Sea anemone.
Sea anemone.
Sea anemones look like colorful underwater flowers, but have stinging tentacles to catch food. They wave gently in the water, and clownfish love to live inside them. Anemones stay in one spot and wait for snacks to float by. Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish.
Cuttlefish are masters of disguise and can change color, shape, and even texture to blend in. They have W-shaped pupils and love to squirt ink when scared. Cuttlefish are super smart and related to squids and octopuses. Sea dragon.
Sea dragon.
Sea dragons are magical-looking creatures with leafy fins that help them hide in seaweed. They're slow swimmers and drift like floating plants. Sea dragons are related to seahorses and look like underwater dragons. Coral.
Coral.
Corals look like colorful rocks, but they're actually tiny animals living in big colonies. They build huge reefs that are home to thousands of sea creatures. Corals glow in UV light and only grow in warm, clear water. Tuna.
Tuna.
Tuna are super speedy fish that can swim faster than a car on the highway. They travel in large schools and can leap out of the water when chasing prey. Tuna are warm-blooded, which helps them swim fast and stay active in cool waters. Toadfish.
Toadfish.
Toadfish have big mouths and can make loud croaking sounds like frogs underwater. They love to hide in muddy holes and wait for food to come close. Some toadfish are venomous and can sting with their sharp spines. Dogfish.
Dogfish.
Dogfish are small sharks with big eyes and rough skin that feels like sandpaper. They travel in large groups and can live for over 50 years. Dogfish have sharp teeth and eat squid, fish, and even jellyfish. Basking shark.
Basking shark.
Basking sharks are the second largest fish in the world and swim with their mouths wide open to catch tiny plankton. Even though they look huge and scary, they are gentle and don't have teeth to bite. Basking sharks love slow swimming near the surface in cool waters. Zebra shark.
Zebra shark.
Zebra sharks have long tails and spotted bodies that look like polka dots, not stripes. When they're young, they have zebra-like stripes that change as they grow older. They like to rest on the ocean floor during the day and hunt at night. Fire coral.
Fire coral.
Fire coral may look like a pretty plant, but it can sting like fire if you touch it. It's actually a colony of tiny animals that use stingers to catch food. Fire coral helps build reefs, but needs space to stay safe from swimmers. Portuguese man-o'-war.
Portuguese man-o'-war.
Portuguese man-o'-war looks like a jellyfish, but is actually a group of animals working together. It floats with a big balloon-like sail and has super long stinging tentacles. It can sting even when washed up on the beach, so look but don't touch. Mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp.
Mantis shrimp have the fastest punch in the ocean. It can break glass in aquariums. They have colorful bodies and amazing eyes that can see more colors than humans. These shrimp live in burrows and surprise prey with their speedy strike. Spiny lobster.
Spiny lobster.
Spiny lobsters have long, spiky antennae and don't have big claws like regular lobsters. They come out at night and crawl along reefs looking for food. When scared, they snap their tails and shoot backwards super fast. Anglerfish.
Anglerfish.
Anglerfish live deep in the dark ocean and use a glowing lure on their heads to attract prey. They look spooky, but are perfect hunters in the deep sea. Female anglerfish are much bigger than males and do most of the hunting. Spotted eagle ray.
Spotted eagle ray.
Spotted eagle rays have long tails and beautiful spots all over their wide wings. They flap gracefully through the ocean and can jump high out of the water. These rays use their strong jaws to crush shellfish and crabs. Blue-ringed octopus.
Blue-ringed octopus.
Blue ring octopuses are tiny but super dangerous. They flash bright blue rings when they feel threatened. They can fit into tiny spaces and hide in tide pools. Even though they're small, their venom is very powerful. Spider crab.
Spider crab.
Spider crabs have super long legs that can stretch wider than a person. They crawl along the seafloor and often cover themselves in seaweed to hide. Despite their spooky look, they move slowly and are not dangerous. Sea hare.
Sea hare.
Sea hares are large sea slugs with soft, squishy bodies and flappy parts that look like rabbit ears. They eat algae and sometimes turn the water purple when they feel scared. Sea hares glide along the sand and love calm, shallow water. Brittle star.
Brittle star.
Brittle stars have skinny arms that break off easily to escape predators, then they grow back. They hide under rocks and move quickly with their wiggly limbs. Brittle stars are cousins of starfish and live all over the ocean. Sea pen.
Sea pen.
Sea pens look like feathered quills planted in the sand and glow in the dark. They're actually colonies of tiny animals working together. Sea pens sway gently in the water and catch plankton floating by. Sculpin.
Sculpin.
Sculpins are small, bumpy fish that love cold, rocky waters and can change color to blend in. They have big heads and fins that fan out like wings. Some sculpins even use their fins to walk along the bottom. Jackfish.
Jackfish.
Jackfish are fast, shiny swimmers that hunt in packs like ocean wolves. They can dart and turn quickly to chase prey. These fish often hang out near reefs or follow larger sea animals. Sea otter.
Sea otter.
Sea otters use rocks as tools to crack open shellfish while floating on their backs. They have the thickest fur of any animal to stay warm in icy water. Sea otters hold hands when they sleep so they don't float away from each other. Tarpon.
Tarpon.
Tarpons are big, silvery fish known for their powerful jumps and shiny scales. They gulp air from the surface to help them swim in low oxygen waters. Tarpons are strong swimmers and put up a splashy fight when caught by fishers. Queen angelfish.
Queen angelfish.
Queen angelfish are bright blue and yellow with a crown-shaped spot on their heads. They glide gracefully around coral reefs and eat sponges. These colorful fish love warm tropical waters. Emperor angelfish.
Emperor angelfish.
Emperor angelfish have bold blue and yellow stripes and look like royalty under the sea. Young ones look totally different, with swirly white and blue patterns. They live around coral reefs and love to nibble on sponges. Cardinal fish.
Cardinal fish.
Cardinal fish are tiny red fish that glow under light and hide in coral caves. The dads carry the eggs in their mouths until the babies hatch. They come out at night to hunt tiny plankton. Blenny.
Blenny.
Blennies are small, wiggly fish that love to perch on rocks and peek out of holes. They have funny faces and can even hop from tide pool to tide pool. Blennies are super curious and like to watch what's going on around them. Hogfish.
Hogfish.
Hogfish have long snouts and love to dig in the sand for crabs and clams. They can change color depending on their mood or surroundings. Male hogfish are bigger and have a bright pink body with a dark stripe. Wrasse.
Wrasse.
Wrasses are colorful fish that dart through coral reefs and love to help clean other fish. Some wrasses sleep in a bubble of slime for protection at night. They can even change from female to male as they grow. Butterfly fish.
Butterfly fish.
Butterfly fish have flat, disc-shaped bodies and bright patterns that look like butterflies. They love swimming in pairs and nibbling on coral. Some have eye spots near their tails to confuse predators. Leopard shark.
Leopard shark.
Leopard sharks have dark spots all over their bodies like a leopard's coat. They swim close to the shore and are very gentle and shy. These sharks rest on the sandy bottom during the day and hunt at night. Gurnard.
Gurnard.
Gurnards are bottom-dwelling fish with colorful fins that spread out like wings. They can walk on the sea floor using their front fins. Gurnards also make grunting sounds underwater to talk to each other. Nurse shark.
Nurse shark.
Nurse sharks are calm, sleepy sharks that rest in groups during the day and hunt at night. They suck food into their mouths like a vacuum cleaner. Nurse sharks are slow swimmers and love to lounge in caves and reefs. Rockfish.
Rockfish.
Rockfish live near rocky reefs and come in lots of colors, like red, orange, and black. Some rockfish can live for over 100 years. They use their fins to hover in place while waiting for prey. Sturgeon.
Sturgeon.
Sturgeons are ancient fish with bony plates instead of scales and long, whiskery noses. They can grow super big and leap high out of the water. Sturgeons have been around since the time of the dinosaurs. Nautilus.
Nautilus.
Nautiluses are deep-sea animals with beautiful spiral shells and lots of tentacles. They float up and down using air in their shells like a submarine. Nautiluses haven't changed much in millions of years through ocean time travelers. Gruntfish.
Gruntfish.
Gruntfish get their name because they make grunting sounds using their air bladders. They hang out in schools and love to hide in coral during the day. Gruntfish are helpful reef cleaners and fun to watch. Scorpionfish.
Scorpionfish.
Scorpionfish are masters of camouflage and can look like rocks or coral. They have venomous spines for protection and stay very still while hunting. Some scorpion fish are super colorful while others are spooky brown. Bumphead parrotfish.
Bumphead parrotfish.
Bumphead parrotfish have giant foreheads and strong beaks that crunch coral to get algae. They sleep in coral caves and sometimes travel in big groups. These fish help shape the reef by munching and pooping out sand. Golden damselfish.
Golden damselfish.
Golden damselfish are bright yellow and zip around coral like little flashes of sunshine. They love to protect their favorite coral spots from other fish. Even though they're small, they're super bold and busy. Lemon damselfish.
Lemon damselfish.
Lemon damselfish are lemon yellow fish that love to swim in schools and guard coral gardens. They are fast, curious, and always exploring their surroundings. Lemon damsels help keep their reef homes clean. Salmon.
Salmon.
Salmon are famous for swimming upstream through rivers to lay their eggs. They start life in fresh water, live in the ocean, then return home to hatch new babies. Salmon can leap up waterfalls and travel hundreds of miles. Swordfish.
Swordfish.
Swordfish have long, pointed noses that look like swords and use them to slash through schools of fish. They're super fast swimmers and can dive really deep. Swordfish have big eyes to help them see in the dark ocean. Sperm whale.
Sperm whale.
Sperm whales are giant deep-diving whales with square heads and loud clicks for talking. They can hold their breath for over an hour and dive deeper than almost any other animal. Sperm whales love hunting giant squid in the dark sea. Sand dollar.
Sand dollar.
Sand dollars are flat, round animals that live buried under sandy ocean floors. They move using tiny hairs and leave star-shaped patterns when they die. When alive, they're purple and fuzzy, not white and hard. Garden eel.
Garden eel.
Garden eels poke out of the sand like little wiggly plants and sway in the water to catch plankton. They live in colonies with hundreds of friends popping up together. If you get too close, they all vanish into their holes. Goby.
Goby.
Gobies are tiny fish that love to perch on rocks and hop from one spot to another. Some gobies live in burrows with shrimp and share their homes. These little fish are full of personality and come in lots of colors. Thanks for exploring the amazing world of sea animals with us. If you had fun and learned something new, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and share it with your ocean-loving friends. Dive into our next video for even more underwater adventures. See you there, Ocean Sprouts.